In the heart of Fort Worth, Texas, stands a building with a past, shrouded in darkness and mystery. This building was once the headquarters for the notorious Ku Klux Klan. This decaying structure holds secrets and stories that have echoed through the years. Join me as we walk through its haunted halls, uncovering the dark history it holds and the transformation it's undergoing today. This is more than just a building. It's a symbol of the past and a glimpse into the future. In 1920, the Ku Klux Klan's hall was bombed. No one was hurt, but they decided years later that they would rebuild again, but this time much larger. Which brings us to 1924, when the construction of the hall was finally complete. There stood the Ku Klux Klan's Clearing, number 101. This building was a gathering place for thousands, a site where the Klan could spread its messages of hatred and fear. The crumbling walls and empty spaces now hold the silent echoes of a dark chapter in history. It's said that this is the last standing building specifically built for the Ku Klux Klan in our country. In its heyday, this particular hall had 6,000 members strong. The building could seat up to 4,000 people. Imagine this place packed with that many people. The air thick with the intensity of their beliefs. This building was a monument to a twisted ideology. Its purpose rooted in division and hate. But the building's story doesn't end there. In 1925, the famous magician Harry Houdini performed there. Just a few weeks after his performance, the building was bombed in a violent attack. A grim twist in its history. Later, in 1927, the building's use shifted. It was sold to the famous Leonard Brothers department store. And by 1929, it was called the North Main Street Auditorium. It became a concert hall, boxing arena, and venue for public eyes. The sounds of crowds filled the space, but the shadow of its past was never far away. In 1946, the building was purchased by the Ellis Pecan Company. They used the building for decades for a warehouse space for shelling pecans. And it stayed that way until 1999, when finally the Ellis Pecan Company vacated the building. The property has remained abandoned ever since. Today, as we walk through these worn halls, the echoes of the past feel ever present. Every creak of the floorboard, every crack in the walls is a reminder of the history this place holds. Some of it marked by tragedy and violence. But the building's future is being shaped by those seeking to transform its legacy. Plans are actually in motion to repurpose the site into a center for art and community healing, honoring the memory of those affected by the events tied to this building. The plan is to name the building after Fred Rouse. Fred Rouse's tragic death occurred during a labor strike in the Swift & Co. meatpacking plant, where racial tensions escalated violently. After being attacked and hospitalized, Rouse was forcibly taken from his hospital bed and he was violently lynched and hung from a tree on December 11th, 1921. If you were to walk through there today, you'd see the decay left behind. Collapsed ceilings, shattered glass, the scent of damp wood hanging in the air. But there's something else too. A sense of transition. A feeling that this place is waiting for its next chapter. Standing in the building and touching the walls, The weight of the history in these spaces is undeniable. The building's decay is a physical representation of the passage of time, but its story is far from over. The past may have been dark, but it's being transformed into a place that can foster healing and unity. As I walk through this abandoned structure, I can't help but wonder what stories remain hidden, locked away in the cracks of these haunted walls.